when we look at our schedule at the beginning of the season and we see Alabama on that schedule, we know that that's going to be a tough game for us. Alabama is most likely going to be top 5 in the country, and with them being on the west side, Alabama has such a major impact on our season, and that game, really means a lot to what we're trying to accomplish as a unit.
And that definitely, did come to fruition, the success of that 2011 season. And obviously, the moment that sticks out in my mind is just your success against Alabama on November 5th in Tuscaloosa. It was a must-win game. The Tigers came out on top. Mm-hmm. How do you think your preparation and weeks coming to that played into the success of the option and just the whole strategy behind that going into the game?
Well, we had 2 weeks to prepare for Alabama, and through our film study, we kind of recognized the fact that Alabama wasn't a sideline team. The linebackers were having a tough time with making those type of adjustments, because they're basically an upfield type of team. They get upfield very aggressively and they attack the ball. So our main concept was to kind of beat them going sideline to sideline with the option and using the type of players that have that ability to get up the sideline on those option plays.
So that leads to, winning out the rest of the season, especially the SEC championship in Georgia. So then we have Alabama as a rematch in the Superdome. How did the team, sort of mentally prepare themselves for, all right, we're ready to go at this again? And what was the game plan going into that matchup?
Well, once we won the SEC championship and it was announced that we would be playing Alabama in the national championship, we kind of molded our mind to become and make this situation more of a business approach, because we understand the type of game that we will be playing in versus Alabama, meaning that Alabama studies us and knows us as a team more than anybody else in the country. Since we play them every year, they're on our side of the division, and it's our best competition throughout the year. So we knew that it was going to be a tough game for us, and we knew that our preparation and our plan going into this game would have to be significant to make sure that we win that national championship.
Was there any point in time that you sort of found yourself sitting there and thinking maybe Jarrett Lee should have a shot to try and stretch out the defense with passing and stuff like that?
I never thought that, because I have such confidence in myself, and I knew Coach Miles and Coach Stud and every staff member on LSU's football team in 2011 had a lot of confidence in me due to my performances throughout my 4 years of being in college. So my resume and my rap sheet of being a quarterback throughout those years kept me in the game, because they knew that I would provide the best chance for us to win.
That being your last, football game for LSU, how did that have an emotional impact on you, walking out of there, not being able to play for LSU anymore?
It definitely had an emotional impact on me as an individual, and it always does for any senior that's played 4 years for LSU. It kind of jumped on me fast, that noticing that I would never be able to play for LSU again, and being outside of the program now, it kind of makes you miss being on the field with your teammates that you worked hard with for the past 4 years. So I honestly think personally, losing that last game did have an effect on a lot of people, and it had a major effect on me as an individual, because I knew we had so many opportunities to win that game, and preparing before the official season, and as a team we kind of set this major goal as we all become seniors, we will make it to the BCS championship, and we will be the national champions. So I honestly think losing that game really put a bitter taste in myself as an individual, and a lot of people.